So hello again, my name is Zsolt. I am here to give you some basic information about the highway codes here in the United Kingdom. I think it's useful for everybody. So let's have a look at it. First of all, we are going to deal with pedestrian crossings. As you can see, we are approaching the pedestrian crossing. At the moment there is no pedestrian, so feel free to go ahead. You need to look after the pedestrians because the pedestrians have always priority. So if you see pedestrians are pressing the button intentionally for crossing, be aware of it. If the light changes, you must be ready for stop. So for this reason, I really recommend to look after for the pedestrian. So some of the pedestrian traffic lights, at the moment we are not too lucky because it's not going to change. They're showing now there is a red line. After the red, sometimes they're showing flashing amber. If the pedestrian already gone, if the pedestrian already safely on the pavement, feel free to go ahead. You don't need to wait for the green one. That's a very common mistake. Drivers are waiting until the pedestrian traffic lights changes for green. So you don't need to wait for green one. If it's flashing amber and the pedestrian is already finished and safely on the pavement, you can go ahead. So the next junction, it's a box junction. We're going to turn right there. So again, something very important. If you have a box junction, if your exit is clear, you need to enter to the box junction, possibly in the middle of the junction, where you could wait until you can finish the cross. So it's again, I'm not going forward now because there's a pedestrian crossing. I'm not intend to block it, but the traffic light shows green arrow, so we can go ahead because we can finish it. So at the box junction, most important thing, if your exit is not clear, never enter into the box junction, because at the end of the day you will block the traffic and you could be penalized quite badly. So on the next roundabout, we're going straight on. We will take the third exit. What we need to do, we need to give away to the right hand side traffic, but there is no traffic, so we can enter to the roundabout. When we're going straight on, we need to stay in the left hand side lane, then we're checking the mirrors indicating left and leaving the roundabout. And again, there is a pedestrian traffic light, but there is no pedestrian, so feel free to go ahead. If you look well ahead, you can see there is a black and white post with a flashing amber on the top. It's a zebra crossing. So you need to look well ahead. If you see pedestrian walking around the crossing, again, you would need to be ready for stopping, and if there is a pedestrian, you must stop. But at the moment there is no pedestrian, so you feel to go ahead. At this pedestrian crossing, there wasn't any island. We will pass some kind of different zebra crossing, but in this pedestrian crossing, if there is no island, the pedestrian has to complete the entire crossing. So no matter if the pedestrian is already finished your part on the road, then you have to wait until the pedestrian reach the other side safely. Okay, at the next roundabout we are going to make a U-turn. So we're indicating right because we're turning back. If there is no traffic, we're happy to enter to the roundabout and we're going to make a full U-turn. Lovely. So we do this anyway in Birmingham. And check the mirrors indicating left, and we take the exit. So just behind the National Indoor Arena, it's a lovely place, heart of Birmingham. So we're going back to the Broad Street, and very important, speed limit. The national speed limit, if you see a white circle with a black stripe, you need to apply the national speed limit wherever you are. In the build-up area, residential area, speed limit is 30. And single carriageway, the national speed limit is 60, and dual carriageway, motorway, national speed limit is 70. The government at the moment is thinking about increasing up to 80, but we don't know yet, so we need to keep 70 clearly. For the people who are in different countries, there is again a zebra crossing, there is no pedestrian. If they're thinking about kilometers, the exchange number is 1.6, so 1 mile is 1.6 kilometer. Okay, so it is very important. If you're talking about, for instance, 30 miles per hour, in kilometer is 48. So the pedestrian is waiting that they press the button, she pressed the button, but the traffic light is still green, so we can slowly go ahead. But the light didn't change. So at the roundabout we're going straight on, maybe the second exit, no traffic, we're happy to enter to the roundabout. After the first exit we're indicating. At the end of the road we're turning right, so for this reason we change to the right hand side lane. It's also a box junction or yellow box. We check our exit is clear, so we're happy to enter into the box junction. And we safely can leave it, so we're not going to build up. Whenever you are in the box junction and your exit is clear, you entered when the light was green, and thereafter if the light changes for red, don't stop in the box junction, leave it. Okay, so we're going up to the 5-way roundabout where we're going to turn left, will be the first exit. So back to the speed limit, it is very important. You need to make it 1.6 higher for having a kilometer result. Quick information about the car certificate and the license in the United Kingdom. As you know that we don't need to keep it in our pocket. Different countries have different rules. We can keep it at home, but once we need to prove it to the police, we turn left here first exit. You have 7 working days to show your driving license and car papers to the nearest police office next to your home. So the police won't penalize you if you're not keeping your papers with you. And also what is very important, insurance. If you're going to drive different cars, friends, families, cars, relatives' car, make sure the car must insure on your name. If the car is not insured in your name, never drive that car, because you would be in a big trouble if you would be found by the police. So the car which are you going to drive must be insured on name, otherwise it's a criminal offense to drive the car which is not insured in your name, and then you would be in a serious trouble. So we're looking ahead. There is again a zebra crossing, very nicely red painted, and it's a little bit different because there is a little island in between the two sides of the road. But at the moment there is no pedestrian, so we're free to go ahead. And we follow the road ahead. Another pedestrian crossing. We see already the black and white post and a flashing umber. We hope to have some pedestrian to show you how good drivers we are, but again there is no pedestrian. So I just stop here for I can't because it's a zebra crossing and very closely. So I just explained, if the pedestrian would reach the island, then we would happy to go ahead, because the pedestrian safely in the island, so you don't need to wait until the pedestrian finishing to the other side of the road. So this little island separates the crossing for 2 crossing. Okay, so that's the most important thing what you need to remember it. So I think one more important thing, if you see single yellow line, you can stop for a drop of minutes, seconds, but if you see double yellow like here, never stop the car because it's a restricted area. Even if you would see a red line, it's absolutely not allowed to stop at any time, so please be aware of it, otherwise because you could be in a trouble. So at the roundabout I'm going to turn left and sign indicating left, but I think this is most important basic information which I've given to you. So if you have any question, please feel free to contact me, give me a call, or you can send me an email. Follow us on Facebook or YouTube or any kind of social networking, and also we have a website which is www.bridgedrivingagency.com. So I hope I helped, and I try to help more. If you would have any kind of question anytime, please feel to contact me, and then you can find my videos on YouTube. We have more than 30 in 9 different languages, so feel free to check them. Thank you very much, all the best, and speak to you soon.